Today, if you turn on the news, it is all about the talk about the debt ceiling, how the US is going to default, how the debt ceiling negotiations are a problem. That's not the problem. The debt ceiling is not a problem. They're going to, I guarantee you, 100%, they're going to raise the debt ceiling. The debt ceiling is not the problem. The problem is irresponsible spending that created all this debt. That's the problem, not the debt ceiling, right? It's like you have an irresponsible uncle that maxes out his credit cards, and then his credit card puts a limit on his spending. That's the limit is not the problem. It's your irresponsible uncle and his spending habits that are the problem. And like, I don't know how this problem is ever going to get resolved. Like, honestly, this is a major problem. But if you look at the history, every year, and you look at how much the US government collects versus how much it spends, practically almost all the years it always overspends. So, like, I used to worry about this, and maybe I should worry about this because it's completely hopeless. But I don't see how they're ever gonna fix this. And at some point, we're gonna have a major crisis because of this. But what is it that I can do about it? Like, there's absolutely nothing that I can do about it. So, and if you listen to, people like Peter Schiff, for example, they're absolutely correct. This is unsustainable and it's going to create major problems. But what is it that I am supposed to do about it? Am I supposed to just buy gold? Like, quit everything I'm doing, not being productive in society anymore? Let's say you have a child that is going to a medical school to become a doctor, okay? So that your child, an adult child already, is in the process of developing himself or herself as a business. Once he or she becomes a doctor, that person will be able to sell medical services, right? Are you supposed to tell your child, you know what? The situation is so hopeless. The government will never fix its problems. Stop going to law school, and not law school. Stop going to medical school and just go and look for gold. Become a miner, put everything into gold, quit everything, stop being productive, close yourself in the bunker, and just buy gold, and you'll be fine. But that's kind of like what the message is. It's like, this is a major, major problem, but there's nothing that I can do about it. I can get angry about it, and I used to be angry about it, but they're never gonna solve the problem. I mean, never. If they collected $2 trillion in revenues, they would spend $3. If they collect $5 trillion, they will spend $7. If they collect 10, they will spend 15. It doesn't matter how much the taxes go up. They will always find ways to spend more money. Always. There's always a need to help somebody. There's always another country that needs help. There's always more people that need help. There's always, welfare checks to write, senior citizens to take care of, to have more defense. Like, do you honestly think that even if they taxed all of us at 100% and our behavior wouldn't change, okay? It wouldn't change. In other words, we wouldn't stop working, right? If they taxed us 100%, do you think they would be able to balance the budget? Zero chance that they would be able to balance the budget. They would they would figure out a way to spend more than they collect. So that's what annoys me, is the irresponsible uncle that annoys me. And the problem is that I cannot do anything about it. I can get angry about it, and I used to get angry about it, and I bought gold because of it, well, gold miners, and then they completely destructed me. But that's the message, right? We're going to have crash. The government is irresponsible. We're going to have, a crash in the US dollar, probably. But, if you listen to Peter Schiff, the crash in the US dollars is around the corner for the past 30 years, right? But the point is that it annoys me. This is the problem. The debt ceiling is not the problem. The debt ceiling is a symptom of a bigger problem that they're never going to address. They only will address things when they are dire and it's an emergency situation. Like they're going to increase the debt limit, the debt limit. They will do it. Why? Because it's an Armageddon if they default. So they're going to increase the debt ceiling. That's not what I worry about. That is the last thing that I worry about, is the debt ceiling. It's the irresponsible uncle that annoys me, and that's what I worry about. But unfortunately, what am I supposed to do about it? I will continue being a productive member of society, and I will continue investing in companies that are productive. That's all I'm going to do.